reuse and shrink for recycling. One small change, one big step for a cleaner future. Now I have some good news for you guys, especially business people and holiday makers. Let's go to China. I'm taking care of everything that you need, from your ticket, visa, hotel, travel insurance, and more. If you pay just 38,000 Ghana cedis, if you want to come in doubles, you have to pay just 35,000 Ghana cedis. Well, so one of those days where you have to make sure that everything is right before you start talking has happened today. Unfortunately, we have been here and we have been waiting to make sure everything is right so we can start talking. And after checking, looks like technically we are okay to fly. It is the reason Showbiz Daily seems late today. And this is the day Chemotu is earmarked to receive his hot wave phones.
16 Pro.
Chemo, I hear your phone is on the way.
Any first and anchor because it's in Suso.
It's in Suso, yeah. I think before the show, Shatta called me and said, oh, he just finished watching the hot wave discussion, and that indeed he is putting together the phones for the team. But you are going to receive all the phones. But Rola, why Chemo alone?
Oh, well,
you give all the phones to Chemo.
Yes.
I don't understand.
In fact, me, I agree.
Why do you have to
let's give it to Chemo.
Admin is there.
Admin. Admin was Papa Command DJ Slim.
Admin can be trusted, eh?
Or Posa Slim show, you know, who more lightly.
So admin can be trusted.
Oh, we can trust him on the violence part.
He go sell way out.
Yeah, but
admin be sell out.
Still I know or receive advice from the
from DC, from CD. Okay.
And you know, if I Chemo so now I could do admin advice na
oh, okay. And you see what oh, I see. I see.
By a yes, a big Chemo so.
Okay.
My Chemo chair because a be sim swa a be nyebi. A be sim wine. Oh, a be sim swa. Share to say desert say Ninya bedding. To you soon share the cotton na. I heard that cotton bomb catches. So I sacred you benye Kaswa so de wa. So I sacred you benye. Name was Michelle Petita Crypto Sacred. It's no. But Chemo has all the apple.
Okay.
He's our in-house lawyer until no dear. I think he's betting actually.
Cliff, welcome to the studio.
Thank you, boss.
I want to believe you've heard the story of Ebonoa.
Sure.
I hear today he's been granted bail finally.
Yeah.
What do you say about that?
To me, it's long overdue. Yeah. Or the inquest more, but.
And Quasimo DNA there,
right? So say we are see
argument you had by the MDP.
So say we are see baby. And I flat be say meanwhile.
No pen what say wakasi we are baby say.
They be no pe.
So what are you saying?
But I say omo caning no. Quote unquote prophets or whoever no. Omo cano in the context say it's in prospect. If you see Bible say, there is no timeline to it. So it's in prospect, in anticipation. Who expect to say ABC, but as to when ABC no, you don't know. But no idea, even though 1 my year, but it was so specific. And I think what gave him out was according to rapper, all the coca say 25th Abana is 1 third year. As I'm researching, that's what gave him out.
Oh, but that was acting. That was pure acting.
No, but that's what gave him.
No, but why people using someone's acting to judge him?
Then
let's go and arrest all those who are doing movies.
No, you see, his own Nediano. Unfortunately for him, most of the things that he was doing, there were no clear-cut like instances of when he is acting and when he is not. Because from all the content that he posted on his post or like on his pages, Ningina were in line with whatever he was doing. Because at certain times, you could clearly see, especially if Unjin India, you could clearly see this guy is acting. But another post or another content from him will come and tell you,
serious.
Serious. What you saw, like the previous post, is a continuation of that post. If you want to even go by, okay, me fadi or yeni na hook, line and sinker there, then you cannot even differentiate what he is doing, like from say acting and not saying acting.
Okay,
that is his problem. In Tinkaya, okay, we know say this character he's acting. If he's not in this character, he's not acting.
Okay, because
truth be told, from the costume, adio fine as costume button he was seen even with it on interviews.
So what is wrong?
But we know say enye baby no she sa atare de ko. But baby na on she sa atare we nko.
Appear with screen so.
Yes, he doesn't appear. So how would we be able to differentiate when you are acting and when you are not?
But that one is on you. Why do you want to put that burden on him?
Do you know it was consistent. Even though like of a 80%, Obiareka say, a majority of say, on so boy. But the point was consistent. The stories were adding up. You see, obviously could do. For me, one carry trim. No, so I got to enjoy the break. Next, open one say progress of the boat was ongoing. Open one saying one ba na or try and pay whether it's editing or whatever. But you got everything right. So if not, ever confuse you. If you are not someone who really know the Bible very well, ever confused. And you should also understand, say, if you ask me, I'm not gonna and you'll be an Christians. Even the Christians, and you'll be able to dissect the Bible, no, very well. I say very well. So be able to say, kakra or Bible, no. Now you are trying to prove that reality beyond reasonable doubt to him. Hey, ever see you? Because at the end of the day, people were also like, hey, nobody men who say na yeah and him cough the go say my flat in form no. So it's true. It's the same thing. It started like
the story that you told.
Until now, for me to be at the safer side, we just say me engineer the car. Let me prep myself and get somewhere close to the venue in case.
What is that thing?
In case.
Where Jimmy saying?
But why should that be his problem?
No, that's the thing. That's where it became his problem was. Oh my baby, and you realize the timeline was drawing closer, and you know within yourself say the content creation. Are going. You realize say now people are taking you serious. It got to a point where he came out demanding. He said on country or say Jaiwe Juma. Meaning he got to know he was aware. Say people were quitting their jobs because of him. He came to the bank. Say, Onka say Jaiwe Juma, go ahead and do whatever you are doing. So why don't you say at that point, who say critical no? Oh, it's just for content creation. So let's send the patrol, go and do your work. But I say, Onka, but it's only the too. But I mean, can't just say Jaiwe Juma.
And
why not the one salvation?
Say Adum Chedu Abeka said the so bolono and medicine and sayare. Adum Chedu Ababa. You who didn't know Bekasa. No, Granny said, instead of
going to the hospital,
take
the sobolo in place of.
Yes, and it should be on them. Sebi, Ebinuma Jimmy, and Ujimia or Jimmy too. Ujimia, no, on this TV, they are all wow, Ote Ube follow no religiously. Opesa Ujini Dino. Who believe will be wo mudada. Ya wongo fubia, omuni believe will be a dadano. They never cared about what Ebola is doing.
Okay. So let's situate the conversation well. Director, what is the story of Ebola now? Share something with us on the screen, and let's read with those who are also watching, because I know there is a story with Ebola which is current. I want us to look at that before we move on. Okay, so this is a portfolio thing, and I'm going to read it as part of it. I'm actually looking for what the latest report from the court is saying, but let me read this. Okay, so let's read this one. It says, after appearing in court today, doomsday prophet. Hey,
they are calling him prophet.
Doomsday. How? Doomsday prophet Ebonoa has been granted bail, with his case now adjourned to the second week of March. His lawyer also revealed that a woman who came forward claiming to be Ebonoa's mother and pleading for his release was an imposter. Oh, really? Okay, but no cry here. Obi no done baby na. But what is the substantive matter? I think the substantive matter is what we have on the screen. That after appearing in court today, director will show us the video after this. That Ebonoa, that is Doomsday Prophet Ebonoa, has been granted bail, with his case now adjourned to the second week of March. His lawyer also revealed that a woman who came forward claiming to be Ebonoa's mother and pleading for his release was an imposter. Okay, I know the lawyer neka. It's a Caribbean Tratis. Yeah,
boss, they're not making now.
Me ba. Mamefa Jermaine portfolio. Ni post now, yeah, no. Mamefa nka on na fe. Yemfa ninkomo. Director, please bring what portfolio is saying. Portfolio the MC. He's saying, I know King Sack and his team don't like to come out with lots of good gestures they extend. I trust King Sack or his team to come through partly for the 100K bail conditions on Ebonoa. This ain't entitlement, but it will only be commendable. I'm sad for how things have turned out. This was supposed to be a harmless skit, but matters of the law and legalities are far from how we perceived this. Ebonoa was a potential tourist bait for the iShowSpeed African tour to Ghana, highlighting our fishing activity and our canoe architecture in Ghana. A good intent gone bad. Hopefully, he comes out of this and redirected his vision. He will be a great coastal ambassador for Ghana. So, let me try to break it down so you understand it. This is what Portfolio the MC is saying. He thinks that Sarkodie, after using Ebonoa on their stage for hype, even before their concert, Sarkodie even posted some of his videos for hype as well. Now he's suggesting that because Sarkodie did all these things for Ebonoa, and now Ebonoa has to meet bail conditions of 100,000 and beyond, he thinks King Sack and his team, they can come forward and say, "Oh, Angel, go and stand in for him. Go and be the bailer. Go and stand in for him. Maybe they will need someone to as a surety. Go and stand in for him." He is suggesting that Sack and his team could do that for him. Then again, he's saying that what Ebonoa was doing was not terribly bad like that. That even as we have heard that iShowSpeed is coming to Ghana, we could even have used Ebonoa, whose story went viral, to host iShowSpeed in Takoradi, where his canoe and his ark are. Because he thinks that that one alone could have introduced iShowSpeed to our fishing community, to the fact that in Ghana we are able to build big canoes or big arks like Ebonoa was about to use to carry the people. And he sees this as a good tourism intent. But unfortunately, all of these have gone under the bucket. And now, I am asking you guys, let's discuss the current condition. The 100K bail condition that he's been able to meet, and what this gentleman is saying. Doc, also per se, yanko hard. Ya started show now, yanko.
So, Ebonoa, whatever he was doing, as Portfolio said, Nanka ain't bad. Okay. But I know that when the timelines are draw ye. Because at the end of the day, you know, what cost your mind? Oh, it's true. Let me come.
What cost your mind day?
What cost your mind? Let me land. Make sense be so. One, ye him cry. We know of the Liberian who came. Maybe my kind immigration now. Omo extraditing
Yati.
My kind immigration for
what is the truth? What is the truth in that story?
I'm deporting the back.
Oh, forget about the deportation. What is the truth?
Do you believe that guy more than Ebonoa? Do you believe that guy more than Ebonoa?
My kind of immigration for where so I'm deporting the accord.
Okay, so immigration for
I'm Mexican yet best side there no.
Maybe believe me more than Ebonoa.
America na yedi send amano into a crossing state. It was alleged to say people started quitting their jobs, getting ready to go to this. So Obi quit.
But
do you know when I quit my job? Now, some profits are me making. I pay tax of those out of those profits. So I'm quitting my job, I don't pay tax again. These are things we don't see. We see at the blind side, but the country is losing. So say 10 people quit your job. Now say obia like 1,000 cedis per week or 1,000 cedis a day, and our tax is like, let me say 100 cedis per every 1,000 cedis. Times 10, multiplied by the number. These are things at the blind side that we don't see.
But do you have evidence will be quitting a job?
Oh, people did actually.
Do you have where? Oh. From what company? From what kind of
I
job?
can't prove.
Yeah, so why do you want to speculate and punish somebody for it? We should deal with evidence.
You also know, say spreading false rumor is also
of course. But you are being emphatic here, force. But what Ebonowa did has nothing to do
himself
with it.
accepted to the form chain. No say Onyamin can change chain.
I don't know what kind of data.
On top both
Ebonowa
he himself said it.
For Tuga
page now.
For Ebonowa TikTok profile ne to so near.
No, what kind of data?
He has never said anywhere say what he has done.
I say
read
what it is a vision and not a
prophecy.
I say I'm a common boy, Ebo. It's a vision, not a prophecy. Understand before you judge me.
When did this? When did
it has been there?
It has been there a long time.
He started as Ebo Jesus.
Why Ebo Jesus? Yeah, exactly.
Before, so when he switched to Ebo Noah, that was
then
when he
this profile came there. Exactly.
Profile.
So if you are an investigator, a criminal investigator or whoever, now open so a fair judgment. You should consider all these things. Forget about what people are feeling because you are not in anybody. Say they will be feeling no.
I don't know if fear and panic also.
What?
Okay, so no,
there's a genuine
partly.
Yes, fear and panic.
The fear and panic thing. Let's give them partly.
Do you want me to?
But once again, even Chamo,
yeah.
Fear and panic of public peace.
No, Cliff.
No, just mentioning
Cliff,
it.
me catch us say, Charlie, Ochna, you say boy be free, Makati her baby budaya. Now me catch her wa. Obejeri.
Depending on how consistent you are with your story.
Yes.
Okay.
And the seriousness you put
in
what you tell me.
Yes. Okay. Yes. And to what you did then, and you know he has caused fear and panic
to you.
And so you are the judge.
No, you would have to report. You would have to report.
Yes, and you think that they will just take your report because you are the one reporting. No. Because if you are not in good terms with me. Yes, exactly.
That is why he will be asked to prove.
Exactly. No, not
that's why you trying to tell me about what the evidence is new.
No, he is alleging that what was fear and panic to him by whatever you said to him.
Yes.
So when he goes and reports, he would have to prove whatever damage we're facing to lose.
How do you prove that somebody has caused fear and panic to you? Where it is a feeling. No, in fact, the truth is that fear and panic law now, law. There is no sense in it. They only use it. They only use it against people that they want to use it against because there's no way to prove that. Me, I can if I don't like you, I can go and say that you have caused fear and panic to me. And how do I prove?
On what basis?
On what basis? Yes. So that's the point, that based on what I think you told me. So indeed, it could be true that you have told me that thing. But me judge say a fear and panic. Indeed, no question what catch me say show me na say Chamo, the way I will looking and saying me did this away 3 days time will be what come? How na me maka say a fear and panic my call report me I bet you. How do I prove say okay ampo? But how did they call the fear and panic? In fact, if I get the chance to be who I am, the advocacy for me, one of them, is to strike that law out. Because it is only against those that they don't like. I don't know what they hear a bono one. How do you prove, say, and Kofubi or Mobaby, or say, a bono are causing fear and panic? How do you prove that indeed they were afraid and they panicked? How do you prove that? They're causing fear and panic to the public. Who is the public? Who is the public here? It is, in fact, for me, what they are doing to Ebonowa is not fair in any way. And my point is that when you go through his bio, when you go through his social media now, or spread this idea, there are so many things to point it out that he was just doing content. Enti no say obi anhunu saa nneema no. And indeed some people will not see.
This have to do with discernment. And nobody let me discern sir.
Of course, so it's on them. So why do you blame? Yes.
What do you mean on to me this? Why do you want
that?
Why would
somebody
come and feed me with wrong information?
What is the wrong information? That is what he says he's seen.
Yes.
It is up to you to decipher. That what
it's
you are saying is it good or bad.
And what makes it a bad law and even nobody should follow those fear and panic public one thing, no, is the fact that the person who is claiming that somebody will have that feeling, no cry, need that feeling, no. And this case, you know, the policeman now or your investigation, when he was reporting it, when he was talking to Black Rasta about it, the guy was laughing. A serious problem I always say, you were laughing in reporting it to somebody.
Okay, Chema, I'm coming. So Cliff, do this for me so I move on to the next guy. What do you think about portfolios?
Oh yes.
Suggestion.
And I can put that. Say as a country we could have capitalized on it.
Okay.
For tourists because Eco Viral, Eco BBC, Eco CNN. So even people want to even see the set booth, which of course you see by any on India. So we could use it to, they could just build it somewhere and put some other attractive some things to it to make it a tourist or a tourism something. In terms of what can you? But I also feel he was arrested because one person using as a case study. Say, information coming to the public, people should scrutinize it. Because if it goes scot free, tomorrow worse will happen than this, and it will keep continuing. Yeah.
All right, well put. I'm sure Doc has defended his position so well. Chemo, now you can have your
So for me, first of all, there was no need for us to even get here. For Sarkodie to come in and help and all that. I think it's a good suggestion anyway that if Sarkodie is in the capacity, I don't even have to say if he's in the capacity to do it. I think because it is more or less like just to prove that you have it. So in case of anything, they will hold you to it. I think Sarkodie is in the capacity to do it. And if he wants to do it, it will not be a bad idea. So I support the portfolio's angle. Just that Ubiane said they will deal with things. Ebia, like he said, Sarkodie mpese you be who the public say or ye name be sa, and he may want to sit back. But apart from Ebia or no adding any more banner, so on to be Timmy, I'm an associate be because a person like Sarkodie will have associate who can handle this. Obey me, I'm here in even in the that behind the scenes. I said them who say Ebia or can so not. In a way or can and no crowd prove point and they say and drew her. Why would people even point to Sarkodie and say Omboa? It's because Sarkodie also hosted him on his platform.
Yeah.
Or to prove we say this is a joke.
Yeah. In fact, when the story came out, he actually posted it.
I thought
this guy was just creating content. Yeah.
Yes. So the point is that why do you even think for some people and punish somebody for it? Say it will cause fear and panic to some people that you don't know, you are not in their head. And one thing that I've asked is that were there anybody around you that you think believed it and panicked? And if somebody panicked there, it's not just by words, it's by their action. Kase ebinum kura ja omajuma. Oja na juma no say watoto niema hyehyɛ ne ho afaka akɔta krade sɛ ɔkɔ akehɔ na apart from that one me ban so no crowd case there west apart from that person that people are reporting say of Liberia buying. The interesting thing about it is say ɔno nkwa ne buy no ɔno nkwa ne te Liberia nipa bebre wo ho nipa bebre te story no ɔno nkwa na Onum kwane who said the bono work and they no to obeba.
Of course. It also boils down to belief.
Yes. So it tells you something say any pananajin it. Because in any society, the norm of majority of the human beings, you know, and a year juma. If a whole Liberia, one person, say ni panokra or family, so family why after believing this o family ebewu we drainage our family ho say omungu na onko so no it makes him a wicked person or he had nobody ebia na oni obia ebia oni yire oni ba and anase na busu akra na ono omuntam atete
the most salvation individual
no listen to think that salvation here individual but somebody a friend ebonowa enya salvation no wankwanko bobo ono nkwane akeketo anhyem o se ba bia obi abrabesem bi na wo se wo de individual nti o ma family member ma o ma friend ma o ma oba ma o ma wife ma do you think you are a normal person? Yeah. What it tells you is that or no problem. That person has a problem. For an individual to believe in this and travel such a long distance without convincing or being able to convince anybody to follow them, that person has a problem. And you know, say yeah, person you check will be adjuna. Yes, I can't no feel like Liberia by no. But for me, I'm convinced that nothing about it there or your papa na adjuna. Like there's something wrong with that person. Okay. And we will have people like that. Yeah. In fact, we have people who are leading now or margining now or mutimi convince a man for no money na boom. There's a history to it. Course, yeah. Jim Jones did it. Killed a lot of people in then times Ghana town. All the way in Guyana. The same thing happened in Uganda. It has happened in Uganda before. So for us to believe, say, one individual pet and all Liberia we are convinced say what Ebonowa said is true into all Baba salvation, that we shouldn't take that person serious. No court or no individual should take such a person serious. Even to the extent say some people who were closer to Ebonowa's claim, Ghanaian sokrano, ya antisa Ghana ni bi abo na ho afa ne bag ene ne na ekoho. How then do you take somebody who is coming all the way from Liberia serious? I mean, we should be serious here, and the way your court system, I think they should do something about it. For me, this thing, like I said, Osha Ebonowa content awaya, wa friend who ebo Jesus da. Oye ebo Jesus no man ka say wa cause fear panic. Wa ye bibia man ka. Okoye Ebonowa there, mo say wa cause fear and panic. To who? Was it to the public? Public in the wine. There should be somebody I say because of that, me juma, my Tom in Nema, Medimina che, na yan shushem says, I never need yampa, not just to take worse for it. Like I said, because you can't prove it. Sammy, what's the matter? The other can't, they may can't say, yeah, can or man footy. Now, because the way Chamo is talking is causing fear and panic to me. No, about me. On prove you see, it's because of what I'm saying. Now, I just say any panadi, Eddie abet me. Meanwhile, I'm creating content here.
Counters you.
So for me, I think they didn't treat Ebonowa fairly. I think they didn't give him the fair hearing of the whole thing. And investigator did a very poor job. For taking Ebonowa through whatever that he has gone through. I hope he will get a form of compensation for it, but we are not there yet. Now he's even having a bill, and as I'm no crano, it has been still he has to go through it. And I think our authorities will think about it carefully and then let the guy go, because for me he hasn't done anything wrong to go through what he's going through.
You didn't talk about our portfolio.
Yes, I said it from the beginning. Okay. I said I support what he's suggesting. Okay. Just that we shouldn't put pressure on Sarkodie.
Okay then. Yeah. Ro, take over then.
Ebonowa, you see, for me, I don't want to hold brief for the people who believed him. Because I think, say, first, like, to start with, Sa Angle, and say, okay. Like, the people who believed him from the very beginning to say oh akwaria kase we are say be saying so beton, so we believe him to the extent say or say on next year say why boat your friend say ube nipa
and you
believe
this
na me omo mu gi ni di ye no misusu say was a hwehwe omo adwem inti me judge na ka say o ye nko hwehwe na adwem no I wish say nko beka say ne omo a ye di omo gi ni di yen ye mfa omo so nka ho because all those people also need sadian because I am looking at a sane person that will see something carved with wood I beka say nipa dudu o remu a na expand it now the own partner oye we was what I choke.
Bro, let me counter that. Even though it's physical, but no spiritual things seems foolish to the carnal mind. Oh, it's true. No. Spiritual things seems foolish to the carnal mind. Into be spiritually inclined. Everyone from a different
it is spiritually
spiritually inclined. We see it from a different
angle. So if you believe in that, it's true.
I believe in spirituality.
Your spirituality should be on you. It shouldn't be on someone.
I believe in spirituality. But I see this level of spirituality.
You know me, I never believed it was true. But at the point I was asking myself, where was he getting the money to fund all this?
Yes.
So once again, if you took your time to research, you realize that those things, because at the point, I even did an editorial.
Yes.
But when people did good research on it, they realize and conforming them baby.
So meaning
if you ask me, I'm going to research.
So it's on you.
You see, the mere fact that you even believed in spirit, like you believe it from a spiritual point of view, yet question his source of funding, meaning it was never, whatever you were thinking about was never spiritual.
Yeah.
The moment you believed it from a spiritual point of view, but question his source of funding, then it means whatever you were feeling or believing or thinking about was never spiritual.
I say people.
No, I am referring to those people.
Don't think for people.
No, I am even if you are talking about people, then I'm also referring to those people. Because if you want to believe him from a spiritual point of view, then you should never question his source of funding. Because the person that you would want to reference, the person that you want to reference to, nobody questioned his source of funding. Nobody questioned. He did not even state his source of funding. In fact, even per assumption or even imagination, his source of funding came from whoever gave him the vision, which is God. You understand? So the moment you believe the fact that, okay, spiritually, nipa ni remo ebet me expanded, then don't even question his source of funding.
Okay.
Automatic. But if you don't believe one, then don't believe the other. That is me, my own. Intimate the mere fact so because ni ebisa nse onti nipa dudu e wo wiase no. Ni boat kitwe ya wesi. Omu remo abe den o se e best fan. Ohana me so okay. Why not? Together with whoever would want to believe him. And only me there. So me, I wouldn't want to hold brief for them. However, I also feel, say, in terms of giving his content and communication, he also at a point got carried away with certain things. And you will not blame him because whatever he is doing, he would want to do make-believe. He would want to do something for you to believe.
Yes.
A honor rain no. Because me, I feel, say, if at a point, Otimi give you clear-cut indication whereby Uncle Bet me a window be edidin who free moi. Chewa tebefo. Worry nipa nam nyina. And so one so be a kwachi chewa. Meanwhile, this is the same person on nam kromo. In fact, amafo po ebo ne be yi. Amafo bo ne be you. Even in reality.
Yeah.
But obia amfa police en kwache ne say okwose fear and panic. You understand? Ebo no okwose fear and panic more than chewa. Okay. Okwose fear panic more than chewa from part 1 to part 11.
Yeah.
But you understand? So my point is that my disappointment in whatever he was doing was the fact that he got carried away at a point and he was not able to give a clear difference between timer or acting. Any timer, why is like he's been himself as a normal person. You understand? And some of these niyama way
so in the Bible na or no one na o se boto atade on kuku boto na no se o no se kuku boto
so you see that is me my point. So in that aspect, so obi per se or fa wa asema ho on ye in frame.
Okay.
Because there is no difference between time Abeka okay, way my serious, way me serious. Because we know actors when they are in character, we know how they put. Even if they are wearing the same outfit, them when they want to transition in character, even during interviews, we know. When they are out of character, we know. But Wono, in your presentation to the public, whether through interviews, whether through public engagement, whether through the content you were creating, there was no clear-cut difference. Until you leave the person to imagine whatever they want to imagine.
Exactly.
And no, and your whole fault, and your bono fault. But my point is, whoever, what we give you room for whoever would want to be mischievous against you to do it. That is me mediano. And then I am a young man, no, because and idea of making it emphatic. Me assure say time who say, Adiana is serious was when it was getting to start to anything. No? Because it was during those periods na Misha says me who more videos of him giving your friend is saying caveat na one say oh we enye say you oh I am not telling anybody to leave their homes, I am not telling anybody to sell their property.
Like it was
when it was getting closer to that point and the comments and the commentaries were getting intense. That was when he even started doing those things.
Okay.
So for me, but for portfolio, me, I portfolio can't say.
Or can't say.
Yes.
Aditya.
You see, my point is that you want to single out Kensak, but Yembisa say ever since this guy came like rose to fame in that order, Yembisa say is it Kensak platform so penawakwana? Exactly my point.
That's the biggest.
What happened? Whether it is the biggest or not?
Kofi Kinata.
Yes. So what happened to those people? Why interviews? What happened to those people? You don't do that. See, say obi beye papa. You don't imply men fan kwachichi onipa ne kon say obe to me aye. Yes, we know say the person may be in the capacity to do it, but we know everything also boils down to proper timing.
Okay.
I may be in the capacity. I don't care.
Okay.
No. So if you want to plead, plead with everybody that has come into contact with the guy. That you think they may have platform. Don't single out. When you single out, it is your and then I make us say in same.
Sarkodie can come and say no, I'm not in the capacity to
catch a portfolio say since he knows what and he agrees whatever the guy has done, it's a good way to drive tourism, or also portfolio. He is in the capacity to do it.
Oh, only 100,000.
Oh, say portfolio. Yeah, after December. After December, after December, flyer portfolio release here of the number of events our Gracie.
I drew 100,000.
Portfolio is not charging less than 5,000 for a gig. What are you saying?
And now you believe the portfolio 100,000.
Standing as of course for a bono
and a good for
so he should not single out. He should not single out
him better late than ever.
My main story. Madam for be say no more school no. And I akwabako okojina war or more so. And I say Captain Planet. And we no best. Obeshi one and in Nemubuye.
Captain
Planet is the hero.
After that, no, or more free sa aquano Captain Planet. You know, my question is sa enipa no ko share Captain Planet. I also person Captain Planet o grandma in Nemubu. Yen kwachi that am GTV for na ne yipa. Yen GTV for say o mama obi e pride.
Captain Planet. I just watch admin.
It should be on the guy or not say why Captain Planet into baby. And no akako buni name. I didn't know they kwako share enipa na or yeah Captain Planet
when it comes to frictional movies, they issue a disclaimer before.
That disclaimer no one.
They issue a disclaimer.
One
Frictional movies, they issue a
kind
disclaimer.
and one kind.
And you think it's a obia kind to obia nyesa.
Babacha mama
And
cause
obia kwa Captain Planet.
One kind and one kind.
mama cause pacho mama cause a very BTNT mama cause because already we started the show late. Very unfortunate about that. Nigerians seem to be weeping. They are unhappy. They are sad because they have been kicked out by Morocco in the AFCONs. Whilst they were so sure that they were going to qualify for the finals, unfortunately, Morocco beat them via penalties. 5-3, right? Now,
No, 4-2.
4-2, thank you.
4-2.
Now, when you go on social media, we have seen countless videos coming from Nigeria or coming from Nigerians who think that Ghana was their problem for their loss. Many of them are suggesting that, number one, the country itself as Ghanaians, citizens, we did not even show any love or support for them, number one. Number two, when it mattered most, the referee, the man who officiated the match, they think that he was also not fair to them. And these people are going on and 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 on on social media, giving it to Ghanaians wotoporiously. In fact, some of them are even attacking some of our celebrities. I've seen a tweet from Odumodu Black, who is saying, fuck you, Shatawale. He said, how? He says, fuck Black Sheriff. How? He says, if we lose this match, I'll never make music with a Ghanaian artist in my life. Interestingly, that post alone got about 1.4 million reach. 1.4 million reach. Another one where he says, fuck Black Sheriff. Another one, he says, fuck Shatawale. And we don't understand. In fact, I've even seen a video of Tenny, the entertainer. Also, like she was taking drip or something, and she was calling Shatawale out, and we don't know what all these things are about. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's go watch Tenny's video, especially. When I come back, we'll look at this story. Aside this story, there is one that I want us to add. Abeku Santana thinks dirty December, no? Instead of we saying dirty Rastaman. Dirty, no? Can find the acronyms be mano. Na it makes sense. So it doesn't sound dirty, but it is dirty. So video number one, or exhibit number one, let's go to Nigeria, where Tenny, the entertainer, is receiving drip. The one Doc Cliff gave me some when I took the weed soap. Hey! Ow! Shatawale! Ghanaians! You see what you cause? You see what Ghanaians? Hey! Shatawale has no boy. That would have make Nigeria lose the game yesterday. See, we are calling. Ghanaians, you will pay for this. Ghanaians, how can you betray Nigerians this way? Shatawale has no boy. Wallahi, we go fight. We go fight for Town Square. Hey, Chukwe,
Shadawale and Stowboy. To all the Ghanaians, now una cause am, una betray Nigerians. Tinubu, Baba Tinubu, please help me send the fighter jet together. I want to fight after I collect my injection. Chukwe say oh. I know they feel fight since yesterday. I know where. See my nose. Aye, nose. Who caused this thing? Who caused this sickness? Who caused Abu?
Well, so according to Tenny, Ghanaians are her problem. Reason she even had to take infusion. That's how they call it, aka drip, aka the siniso. The baby kakra wons when they didn't see it. And if I want to go online, not one video. Countless today. Unfortunately, I could not make time this afternoon. I wanted to actually compile most of the videos to come discuss them, but it's not late. Tomorrow is another day. I may come forward to discuss all of that here on the show. Now, that aside, Dirty December. We all remember how some politicians, including our Speaker of Parliament, Alban Sumani Bagbin, and other people said, hey, they don't want any dirty to be associated with our Christmas here in Ghana. And people also telling them that, oh no, the dirty is not dirty. The dirty is not what? Dirty.
Dirty.
Aha. So people should take your time. Now, Abeku sometimes said, okay, because we don't want our dirty to be dirty, let's try to find some meanings to it. And he has suggested some things. Let's go. Listen, watch what he's saying. When I come back, I want us to do this because these two are international kind of bound stories or internationally bound stories. We put them together and we discuss them here on the show. So stay tuned.
I have
for
said
video.
and maintain, and I will defend that. What is dirty about the dirty? What is dirty about the dirty?
Yeah.
If we understand the economic impact that this dirty December brings, it's a slang.
Yeah, it's technically DETTY.
And let me tell you, we have actually we'll bring it our version. We have actually developed it as an acronym.
Okay.
And I'll share with you for the first time
Okay.
what dirty means so that you put this matter to rest. Okay? Because some people are getting it wrong with dirty. And here, let me bring my American slangs. They are getting it wrong with dirty and dirty. You understand? They are getting it wrong. So, dirty, which is
DETTY.
double T Y. So this is an acronym. It means dance, enjoy, travel, turn up, YOLO.
You only live once. Wow. Okay.
Or I mean, it's a proposal actually.
Yeah, it's a proposal. Yeah.
Or December entertainment trips, turn ups, youthful vibes.
Youthful vibes. I like that. Okay. So yeah, I mean, it puts all the matters to rest.
Yeah.
This
So
basically as
it's dirty.
fun. Yeah.
Dirty is an acronym.
Yeah.
Dirty is an acronym.
Okay.
Where D stands for dance, E stands for enjoy, T for travel, T for turn up, Y for YOLO.
YOLO.
Or dirty stands for D for December, E for entertainment, T for trips, T for turn ups, and Y.
Well, so that was Abeku Santana sharing what his suggestion of getting a better description for dirty will be for our December activities. When you, director, when you get time, check on Kwame Daisie's timeline. He also put out some words to mean dirty. In fact, Obia funny dirty December, bra. Obia, give us your acronyms for DETTY, dirty. You guys should tell us more. But let's discuss the two. Nigeria blaming Ghanaians for making them lose the AFCON finals to Morocco, and Abeku Santana's Dirty and dirty. Ha ha ha.
Nigerians blaming Ghanaians, they are not serious.
Oh.
They should go and sleep.
No, you cannot insult.
They are not serious.
You cannot insult our people. They are not serious.
They are not serious. They are not serious.
So Ten is not serious.
She's not.
Oh. Very dark man is not serious.
The Modu Black there, he should go and sleep. In fact, that guy, we don't even want to look at his face. At least 10 years old, we can sympathize with her in principle. At least if you are the receiving end of it, it is not a good feeling. So we can sympathize with her in principle.
Okay.
Looking at the fact that yes, we are also a football nation, and whenever our team loses like that, how it gets to us, so we sympathize with her in that manner. But the likes of Odumodu Black that are coming to say fuck who, fuck this, fuck that, I think the Odumodu Black, he was high. He was high. Whatever he was on, I'm sure by this time it has cleared from his eyes. Yes, whatever he was on at that time that he was writing those nonsense, I'm sure by this time it has cleared from his eyes. Because I don't think, yes, they would want to blame the referee. But I'm asking myself, okay, what extraordinary thing did they do in the match? Because whatever they were citing as the problem were 50-50 chances, and none of them were even clear-cut chances.
Okay.
I mean, you played 120 minutes with one shot on target, and you want to blame the referee for doing what? Especially when the referee was not the one who kicked the ball during your penalty shootout. When the referee was not the one who awarded the penalty even against you. When the referee was not the one who made a call that resulted in a goal against you. You want to play this card. Charlie, if they don't know where to channel their frustration, they should go and sleep. We understand their pain. If it were to be us, nobody in that state will feel happy. Even the players. You see, this guy Chukwueze. No, there was this guy that's the one that the ball hit his hand. He was asked if the ball was a foul. He himself did not answer. He said he wouldn't like to comment on it.
Because
yes, he said he wouldn't like to comment on it because he knows the repercussion of even his answer. This is somebody that was even on the field. He knows the rules of the game, if not all. And he knows what that particular thing meant. So in that aspect, he wouldn't even want to commit it. Even though the match was done. He was...
why, it means
nothing can change regardless of whatever nobody will do anything. Yet, he said he wouldn't even want to comment on that. And you want to come and blame the referee. I mean, I've seen a video of one guy who met the referee in town and did a video.
Yeah.
Yes, and asked him. And I like the referee's response and composure. He said, it is football. And it is clearly, in fact, for me, yes, there were certain calls from the referee that I didn't like. But me, upon second thought, I realized, okay, he was just trying to manage the game. Because the game was so intense that sometimes if you are a referee and you don't keep your composure, looking at sometimes the heat and the tension from the players, you may even be compelled to be flashing cards here and there. And at the end of the day, one's nature could brew crew. It may even go against you, the referee. Because sometimes, in order to stamp your authority, you may want to use certain people as scapegoats on the field of play.
Okay.
And that would be a personal emotion or a personal decision that may not even be coming directly from whatever the action is on the field.
Okay.
So for me, on that note, I would want to pardon the referee with some of the calls that he didn't call.
Okay.
But there were certain ones that, Charlie, your player was dribbled and he fell flat on his back. And you would want to blame the referee. There was a ball that hit the hand of your player when the hand was not even in a natural position. And here, the natural positions, according to FIFA laws, are when the hand is closer to the player, of which it is either protecting the player from falling. Assuming somebody is falling and the ball hits the person's hand. In that aspect, the person is using his hand to save himself from an injury. So that is also considered as a natural position. If that is the case, it is at the referee's discretion to whistle like a foul or not, depending on the nature of that particular incident. none of these things happened. And in fact, this one, the player was standing ojinaho with the hands far from the body, and the ball hit his hand. And the referee did not even play that call because at his own discretion, even after VAR, decided to maybe let that go as part of managing the game, managing the tension of the game. Yet, after losing, and it wasn't even during 190 minutes of play, 120 minutes of play, on penalties, they should come and ask me, were we the one who put the chewing gum in the mouth of Chukwueze when he was going to play the penalty?
But why are people so fixated about the chewing gum part?
You see,
Many players chew gum on the field.
No, you see.
So why are you guys concentrating on his gum?
No, you see.
Is it your gum?
The way he was chewing the gum and his posture gave a nonchalant attitude.
He was nonchalant.
And you see, at that moment, in fact, Chukwueze was at the bench and he was brought in the dying minute. And the time that he was brought in, anybody would know that they are bringing you in for a certain purpose. And that purpose was because everybody saw the game was going for penalties. So if you've been brought in during that particular time and the game has gone to penalties and you've been chosen, they know that you were not brought in for any other purpose than to come and score the penalty kick out.
You were brought on purposefully.
Serious business. And when you come and you give you can give a nonchalant attitude. But if you don't provide the result, then know that whatever attitude you bring will be used against you.
You get it in return.
Woto. That is it. That is why people vex with the chewing gum. In fact, the chewing gum he wasn't. There was a Moroccan player that was also chewing gum when he played his penalty. Nobody blamed him because he scored. He scored. But you see, when you do that, you give yourself out. Because at that moment, people's emotions are involved. People's money are also involved. Investors have also invested. So for me, I think the Nigerians who would want to blame their Ghanaian referee for this, they don't have a case. If their players had scored, a Nigerian defender was asked why they did not score. And he said he is only a defender. They should go and ask the midfielders and the strikers. Even the players cannot answer for whatever performance they gave on the field. I have come through most of the interactions of these Nigerian players after the match, and none of them have been able to give a better answer. And you want to come and blame the referee? Blame the referee for what? Because he was part of your playing body or he was part of your coaching body. They don't if they don't have any excuse. In fact, you people did not qualify for World Cup. We understand. It is part of those things. You see, we never even expected you guys to go and take the cup in any ways. So if you are going to play third and fourth, concentrate on how you are going to beat Egypt. Even with that said, I've already predicted Egypt is going to beat Nigeria even in the third and fourth place. With the bronze one, they are going to beat Nigeria. So they should, if they have anything, they should concentrate on that and how to fix, and also prepare themselves on how they can support the Black Stars during the World Cup campaign. They should prepare themselves for that and stop blaming us for whatever their performance is. Because before that, there were no Ghanaian referees. Whatever there is, see, the interesting thing is that the previous matches, there were certain infringements. They complained. Were the referees Ghanaian?
No.
Didn't they score?
They did.
So what stopped you from scoring? Were we the one holding your legs?
Chukwueze was chewing gum. That's why.
They should ban Chukwueze from chewing gum during serious matters like that.
Next business.
The next business near him.
Abeku
Santana. Capo there, Capo has a way of starting good, but always disappointing me with some of his conclusions. He started by saying it's an acronym. Cool. Because all this while, people have had different perception about the word dirty. What it means. In fact, the people that even coined it, or the person that even coined it, did not even give a meaning to the name. So if you would want to give a meaning to it, I was expecting Kapu to have done better. And he said this is a proposal. I mean, this is the most abysmal proposal I've ever seen.
Oh
yes, an acronym that ends with an acronym. YOLO.
You only live once. Another acronym.
How?
Was it an acronym that ends with another acronym?
How? No, how do we, like, how?
But his own is YOLO.
It's
It's not YOLO.
Yellow.
No, dragging it, he wants to make it exciting. Anything or dragging, but
So it's
if it does,
only does.
if it works like that, it looks like that. It is like that. Debut, Saturday we make of, and even the meaning to it.
What did Kwame Dazi also write? Please bring what Kwame Dazi suggested.
It didn't make sense more.
Let's see if there's something. All right, so
YOLO.
Kwame Dazi first used Abeku Santana's thing and he said, dance, enjoy, travel, turn up, and YOLO.
Whoever suggested this, we need to arrest the person.
And another one, he says, discover, experiential, tourism, traditions yearly.
It makes sense.
So discover, experiential, tourism, traditions yearly. That is dirty. Kwame does his own. Yeah, Rona, wrap up and let's move on to the next person.
So looking at this, the person who suggested this, who proposed this, Abi says it's a proposal.
Yeah.
Anybody, the person who proposed this needs to be arrested. Oh yes, it is either the person is not in touch with whatever is going on or how things are going with regards to 30 December and its activities, or the person just on top of it, mami tutu bi bingum. That is what I felt. So I also went. Like I went into my books to find something that if they want to position it as an acronym and they want a meaning. This is what I also would want to suggest. Destination experiences that transforms you.
So that's so deep.
Destination experiences that transformed you.
Yes, or that transforms you.
Wow.
Are the magic.
You know why?
That's all about
The inspiration
Destination experiences that transforms you.
Yes, and you see this one goes beyond
magic. It won't transform you.
Because your perception about Africa will change.
After having some experience, sometimes you get some
your
transformation.
perception will change.
Yes, it will definitely
a man on bound
Thank you.
And I am also looking at it from KOD's point. Who said KOD's point was also about the fact that he felt say most of the thing dirty had to do with your friend is saying no, not a fee per se, like chilling one. But we know say when it comes to experiences, there are different form of experiences. So the one that he would want to host a seminar and all those workshops also can be put into some of these experiences. Somebody can come to Ghana and have some business ideas. We've seen people come for 30 December and after yearly come to stay and establish businesses. These are experiences that when you come, we want to make Ghana a tourism destination country.
Okay.
So that is for the destination. And the experience has to do with the level of experience that we give you.
Okay.
If it is excitement, we have it. If it is for business, we have it. If it is for social, we have it. If it is for whatever reason, we are still open. And that will like inform you or transform whatever perception. We've seen people say, oh, coming to Africa, and they feel, say, oh, Africa is just a country. Even Fuse ODG has done a song with it. Trying to explain to people that Africa is not a country. Africa is a continent that has different countries in it. So we want to make Ghana a tourism destination country in Africa. If that is what we want, then it should be one that should be able to transform people's minds. Because we've seen people like Idris Elba and some people come, even visit some of these castles and all, and had some different perception about the country.
Okay.
Some of them have been woke in that regard. So these are experiences that is going to transform you, being excited in different forms or giving you some level of wokeness in whatever you want to achieve. And so if that is the case, then this is how I believe from my point it should be coined if we really want a meaning to the word dirty in that regard.
Okay.
So couple, yes, nipa no ma was sa your friend saying meaning oh the YOLO na so monche no na munyin in free honor because they are better suggestions to some of these things, especially if you don't understand. And I'm a kind consultation need your mum no more consulting the right people when it comes to these conversations.
Well, Roland's suggestion, please put it on record that as part of the people who suggested names for the acronym DIRTY, Roland should also be part. Keep it in the records book. Cliff,
Yeah, boss.
young Cameroon mum, Nigerians crying and YOLO.
It's not YOLO. It's YOLO.
YOLO.
It's unfortunate that me and Sean match now.
Okay.
But this morning, afternoon, I must say like they are bashing. So I went through a lot of platforms just to see what really happened. But maybe I'm called. I realized the referee didn't do or it didn't cost much now.
Okay.
And I was wondering why there are frustration on the referee. But I also got to know say. Because I'm say for the first place, Kobe.
Yeah, Uncle World Cup maybe.
Yeah,
African Cup.
Sorry, African Cup.
As in country Ghana, Kobe.
Yeah.
And usually, Nigeria and Ghana we are brothers. Into Yankwa, but they didn't feel the vibe. And also,
yesterday we, for instance, on this set, we all supported Nigeria.
No, I didn't.
Some can majority.
Yeah.
I didn't.
We just don't represent. Some can majority.
Yeah,
Okay.
And
don't
also,
represent the majority.
they say the referee played against them. In what sense? I almost part say Ghana anko binti no, or the anwoyao ebo Ghana game against them. So like it was partial on their behalf. Or to vindicate Ghana, kind of. That's their mentality. But from whatever excepts I had to watch, I didn't see anything like that. Nevertheless, football, it gets to a point, you'll be frustrated. And moreover, when you expect some callings to go in your favor and didn't go. But I mean, I didn't know where their problem was because it was a penalty something.
Yeah.
That was when where the win came in. So I didn't know where their problem. I mean, it wasn't making sense until I saw the mode blacks with this. But I realized, can be later you come back to his senses. Say F everybody, F all Ghanaians, or no be any music, I just realized you come back to his senses later. Because Anya Black Sherry just gave him a hit not long ago. So to say all those things, as well as say Biana Wafanya Konimwa. So
Okay.
And also to Abegu Santana. I always try to play the devil's advocate. Present body defense, man.
Bo.
How are you? Don't forget, say you only live once. Yeah, that's that. It's when Benin sign call.
Only doors. You only live once. No, so oh baby, we know the best.
They was YOLO. Wanka YOLO.
Oh,
YOLO.
Tuga Bobium no indeed. YOLO.
Oh, but sometimes when people are really excited, they misbehave.
And I kind of once.
It's two things that make people misbehave a lot: extreme depression and extreme elation. This is psychiatrism. Into amount for energy too much, they misbehave. Into a part of say, in all your excesses, be mindful. Say you only live once, not twice. That's the defense I made for
Okay.
But nevertheless, Roland suggestion, I support that. Yeah.
Okay. I have some suggestion online here as well, and I think it feels good. There is one, though I'm yet to read the comments, but I've seen one from Ankachi. Ankachi says, derive ecstasy through tourism yearly.
Well, that's also cool.
Well, I know why he said because the word ecstasy.
Thank
you.
but ecstasy to the extreme is what is negative. Ecstasy not to the extreme is nothing.
It's nothing.
It's like having fun. No, that's what but ecstasy to the extreme is what is wrong. Ecstasy that is on the lighter.
It's just like saying happiness.
Yeah.
Happiness to the extreme is what will cause you to Jimmy.
Yeah.
But if your happiness
So he
is not
says
extreme,
derive ecstasy through tourism yearly. That is dirty.
that's cool.
Okay. Well, Chemo, so let's put them together at your end as well.
Yeah. For me, with the Nigerians blaming Ghanaians for not going for the finals or not winning the African Cup, I mean, based on what I saw before the match, I think they are just having fun or just trying to create content out of what is happening. Because before the match, they were saying that Ghanaians, you are friends. We listened to Shatawale's song. Ghana Jollof is better than Nigeria Jollof. They did a lot of content around that time, praising Ghana or trying to say something that will make Ghanaians support or even the referee maybe go for do something on for them. So the thing is, when you expect somebody to favor you, or you see, there were a lot of content that they were praising Ghanaians. So what it means is that, like, if we take it literally, it's like they wanted to bribe Ghana so that Ghana will help them win. And so if you don't accept the bribe, then we will also accuse you of taking bribe from the other side based on the content that they were creating around the whole thing. So I think they are just creating content, and that's what it is. Yeah, we know that some people will take it serious, but if you are, for me, the referee did a very good job. Yes, there was tension on him. There were one or two decisions that you say that this one there you could have done better or do something better than what you did. Losers will always complain. They think that the winners got favors to get whatever win that they get. It's not only new in only football, even in politics, elections. There be more losing, obviously the other side rigged. There be more winning, and to say it was fair. It's like that anywhere that you go. So I'm not surprised that some people will want to find a reason why they lost or Nigerians lost this game. And since some are giving it to the referee, at the same time, some are also giving it to Chukwueze, Samuel Chukwueze. Yeah. In fact, it be crazy because of the chewing gum. Can you imagine?
That's why he lost the penalty.
Yes, exactly. So for me, I think it's human nature, and some of them too, they are just creating content. Tenny, for example, you can clearly see that she's just trying to find a way to deal with what has happened of the whole situation. The same thing with some of them. Some were a bit some way, like you are not so sure where they stand. The thing with Odumodu Black, for instance, some people will see that it's one of those things, but others are also taking it serious, especially saying that F Shatawale and Black Sheriff and all those things. The SM fans and then the Blackos people will not just look at it like that, the way that some people will. For me, I think it's just part of those things. Just let it go. No, but I can't speak for everybody, or I can't speak for all people. Yeah, so the Blacko fans will not be happy with it the same way SM fans will not be happy with it. That's why they will do something like that. But overall, I think they are just creating content based on what has happened. When you are not happy and you want to find a way to relieve yourself from the unhappiness that you have, sometimes you have to give reasons for why it is like that. So blaming the referee is part of it. Blaming Chukwueze is part of it. Or going online and say it's because of Shatawale or Black Sheriff is also part of it. So we should just take it as such. We shouldn't take it that serious. With the YOLO thing, I have different opinion about what is happening.
Okay, say.
For me, we don't need any acronym. We don't need. The thing is DETTY. That is it. Acronym bang.
So it doesn't sound dirty.
No. The Biana Mekano.
But there should be origin.
Is on those who are making it sound like that or who are even thinking like that. Who DETTY DIRTY different. It's just different. How can you see a spelling DETTY and you want it to sound like DIRTY? Why? It's on you. And again, even if you give it an acronym or not, somebody like the Speaker of Parliament, Agbam Gbagbe, the way that he had the meaning of that, no matter your acronym,
it will not make sense to you.
Yeah, exactly. The person told him that it means you come to Ghana and have fun and even have sex around and do all those
drink alcohol,
drinks and all those. That's
day
why
and
he
night.
had. So the acronym will not change anything. What we can do is to tell people that it doesn't mean the way that you want it to mean. This is what it is. It is DETTY. Take it as such. And it means having fun. It means experiencing stuff. It means having a good time in Ghana. But the point is that what somebody will see as a good time will be different from how you see it as a good time. So we should rather be preaching that instead of giving YOLO, giving acronyms. For me, higher, and there's no need for the acronyms. What is necessary or what is important for me is that we preach what we mean by dirty. Giving it a meaning is far, far better than giving an acronym.
Okay.
And giving a meaning is that this dirty that you are seeing, not the one that is in our dictionary. This is it. It is experiencing what we are having here in Ghana. Having fun, doing tourism, doing whatever. Give whatever meaning that you want to give to that thing. By going for an acronym will not change anything. Especially when Agbam Gbagbe will meet somebody and the person will say that it means having sex and alcohol and whatever. It won't change it. Then the same way, if Agbam Gbagbe will go and ask somebody what is the YOLO acronym, not the person will give the same meaning that it means having fun, having sex and all those things. What has changed? So I think they should rather focus on telling people that this is what we mean by the dirty that you know, instead of giving it an acronym. It's fun for couple to come out with some of the things that people are suggesting, but for me, I think we don't need that. What we need is explain or give meaning to the word instead of giving it an acronym. Yeah.
Well, this is Showbiz Daily, still here on Sammy Flex TV. Now, let's do the final twin stories, and we are good. And interestingly, all these things are coming from rappers, if you like. Strongman has said that to him, he never knew Medikal during his beef with him was not being serious. And I like this topic because of how sometimes our industry, when we hear someone saying there's someone doing that, no, hey, we take it hook, line, and sinker, and we even start sometimes judging these people. So Strongman, during his beef with Medikal, did not hold bars. He actually attacked. So he said later, when he realized that, Medikal crowd was not even serious, then he felt, if he knew Medikal was not serious, he also wouldn't have gone to the extent he went. Now we are talking about showbiz. We are talking about characters, we are talking about acting, and we are talking about how to get some influence out of what we do. So we'll go watch a short video from Strongman where he was seen saying this, and we will take it from there. Stay tuned.
Do you know if I knew Medikal was like this, I wouldn't have even replied to his beef song in the first place.
How is he like?
On funny, almost serious. Or like, how am I supposed to put it? Bibi I brought to him. Bibi as we are going to to a different person, like
including his music career.
At first, I used to think that maybe the first beef songs that time I used to feel like you get me. But when I got closer to him, I got to know that the okay, I know me and to find him serious. I like you get where I'm coming from. So anything that he says, I just take it as hey, the Do you know if I knew Medikal was like this, I wouldn't have even replied to his beef song in the first place.
How is he like?
On funny, almost serious.
Yeah, so those were the words of Strongman, who is saying that, Charlie, if he knew that Medikal was just having fun and still rapping to cash out, he also wouldn't have taken it to the level that he took it, and maybe some of the responses he gave. So put that one down, and let me add Sarkodie, who shared a video of some of the benefits that iShowSpeed store in Africa is bringing to Africa, and I'm asking that the benefits that we are mentioning or talking about out there, when it comes to Ghana, will the benefits be same for us or not? Sarkodie shared this video, and I also want to share with my people. Na yankika boom na yemponse siye ya tamaso.
Probably one of the most dangerous black men in the world right now. And not for the reason you think. Dangerous because he's dismantling centuries of propaganda in 60-second clips. For generations, Western media and power structure spent billions in painting Africa as savage, dangerous, poor, working tirelessly to divide Africans on the continent and our family in the diaspora. Made many black Americans believe they would be hated here, that they would never belong. Then a young black streamer from America lands in South Africa, Angola, Kenya, Rwanda, and what happens? Love. Country to country, city to city, overwhelming love. Artists hand him portraits, kids chant his name, elders bless him, street vendors feed him real food. Every city, every border, welcome home. Now, some will say, well, he's famous, of course he gets love. But fame didn't protect him everywhere. In parts of Europe or Asia where he is just as known, he was met with racial slurs, monkey noises, people literally throwing bananas. On this continent, he's valued, respected, protected and celebrated. Here's why this matters more than you think. Speed's audience is young. Millions who've had zero touch points with Africa beyond negative headlines and history classes filled with lies. He's not just talking to people who are already aware. He's introducing a lot of new people, the next generation, to a side of Africa they desperately tried to hide. His live streams show real kindness. He's making respect for Africa go viral. He's changing the message from be careful to you must visit and experience this for yourself. This matters because narrative shapes movement. When a 16-year-old black American in Chicago who's been told his whole life that there's no food in Africa watches Speed taste local food in Zimbabwe and say, why is the meat so good? It breaks that lie in seconds. Now imagine black teens across the Americas. Watch how people on the continent embrace Speed like a cousin. Something shifts fundamentally. Maybe Africa isn't just struggle. Maybe Africa is me. And that's the danger. Dangerous to a long-running story that kept many away from the continent, away from its people, talent, and opportunities. Once you witness the love and feel seen, the old script stops working. You start planning trips that will build bridges, lead to real meaningful relationships, cultural projects, and business ideas. That means money, skills, and attention flowing toward African cities, not away from them. I left Germany behind and built a new life in Africa because what many of us already knew, iShowSpeed is proving live and reminding everyone who missed it. This is home. Africa is where we are valued, welcomed, respected, and able to build. Follow for more to join my journey of building a new purpose-driven life in Africa and a short-term rental business that creates home bases for my family across Africa.
Well, so two of our last topics, then we can run away from here. Chamo, because Africa is in it. Let me start that with you.
No problem.
This is a narration by a reporter, and she's talking about some of the benefits that Africa stands to get from iShowSpeed's visit to Ghana and Strongman Medikal. Quick, let's run away.
Yeah, so with the Strongman Medikal one, I think, Strongman is making an observation that people can learn from. Or people can take something out of it. He's saying that at a point he thought that Medikal was serious, but now he has realized that Medikal the BBR or fun
on the lighter
side to do his thing. I mean, that thing is there. There are a lot of people like that, but you see, at 70 at the time now, you may not realize or think about it in that direction. In fact, even on our platform, Facebook platform, admit the BB to us, said them go for be any break ever too good. So in fact, starting from me realize it, BB say, this thing is serious because the way people react to it, the way people are thinking about that thing now, yeah, almost funny serious than the person writing it.
Oh, of course they do. Yeah,
it's so serious, and you know, until that or also be realize who say akwa be or trust because on him say my reactors are in fact based on advice. Send me them. I'm not the one doing it. I mean, I'm putting it out, but me a chief advisor, and some of my advice, you know, you test I work pepe. And you know, oti baby I say the admin on any abre or person or can be BTI will be no nyesa. Onim say or can the or kana overreacting to no ye. So it's on you, it's not on him. Or no name for serious, or no for serious. E bina Strongman H mono. Medikal no him say my main can say the person will react. Into Medikal only serious so. Based on all reaction or the yes, it's like or so now and it's na Strongman so who is an encore or not so putting much in energy in it like he did. Yeah. Because when you say serious. But yeah, admin the fire energy name like yeah,
for energy.
Yeah. So for me, I think we should learn from that thing. I mean, I knew say social media is dangerous and we should be careful how we use it. But say they happen or you page your home, I mean, we say, hey, the thing is not just by what we have read, you can experience it. And what is happening on Sammy Flex TV Facebook page is a good example that people can learn from. In fact, including our own SM fans. Sometimes when they are reacting to some of these people, they should be careful because the person somewhere now or yes I don't know. Onim se oya mobeba enti na oye
or shemobufu
onim se oye pe mobeba enti oya not baby no now musumani abreza
across in the
na musumani abreza mo attack mo attack
across in the road
eni now mo de o imagine say o mo attack no. Can you imagine say over global now mugu so like how anyway so I think we should learn from it like the way Strongman is talking about it. And then with the ladies narration, I mean it sounds nice. It sounds really nice. And for me I think or makes it two things. I mean she's giving a very good story that or very good reason why we should monitor or follow what iShowSpeed is doing. At the same time, she was giving a wrong narrative of some people planning to make African look bad. That part is not true. Those people were working. That kind of working they are catching my money. Those who were coming here giving what we will call a false narrative, saying that Africans are hungry, Africans they don't have anywhere to sleep and all those things. No more NGOs. They say those things to take money from their people. The same way lady no narration she will say something say or can people will react to it, she will make more money, she will get more views on her platform. And the same thing, just that she is taking the positive side of things. So it wasn't like they want to really do that thing to bring African down and no.
It's a perception they've created.
No, they were and I make say unim how the system works. Unim says ana NGO juma. It won't bother you when you see those things, and that's what we should be telling our people, because when you say this is the perception that they have created, it means you cry, you believe it. It means you believe it, but that's not the case. So you not believing it will not give the credence to the fact that that's what they are doing. You should rather be saying that they were using those things to make money on their people, and still a cost at some point. Omo banners or mucha pictures NGOs no ba, they don't come to develop side because they won't give them money, and that's their job. Oba be a picture or by deplorable places Baby a come de and ampa so come de nkofo bi ampa.
Yes.
Enu na be maniska. In fact, our own people, not some of them do it. Yeah, nkofo more NGO companies near that. Omo ye bi. Even a Chrome Hana Kasano. At a point, all the orphanage homes, you know, omo kwaji nkra free. Mame for as a own to me shane ba anya say or ye orphan proper orphan say ni mame ni papa we da no
more orphans
and so omo koye e de gigiska enti broni ye bia difference ni den the same thing enti no I wish our people will give a narration of the good side of what is happening here, like what the Maya will do or others will do, and we should ignore the part that they are always saying that we are underdeveloped. Yes, they will say that because they are the one telling the story, not you. When you are telling your own story, you to give the positive side for people to hear, because Obeki can wait now. The Western media all platforms in our use. So Facebook need Twitter now use if they don't want people to hear your story, would they allow you to put whatever you want to put on their platform? I think we are also feeding on that negativity, no, also to get whatever that we will benefit from it. It's not really like we want to condemn them. Those who go there, no, some of them do that so that they will also benefit from it, because it gets reactions. Because give it to them, tell them no, or that reaction to also benefit from it. I think we should get away from that side of things. I love her presentation, but that thing, you know, I'm me feeling like, why is it necessary for you to even talk about that thing? You should rather be saying that iShowSpeed is telling Africans how good we are, hospitable, we don't have security threat or whatever. There are nice places that you can visit. Focus on that instead of switching it to the Western media will give you the negative that we are living in trees, we are on one. No, we don't need that at this point when the social media platform has been given to everybody. Like we have opportunity to tell our own story. Instead of focusing on that, we are telling the negative that they told about us. For me, that part is wrong, but I like the story that she told in totality. Like it was a nice story.
Well, Cliff, take over from there. We are closing 2 of the topics. Combine them.
With Strongman issue, no, it clearly shows this. We should be able to draw a distinction between showbiz and personal life. Showbiz deals with the show and the business aspect of it.
Exactly.
And no, whichever individual you are dealing with, as a persona
or in a personal trait.
Thank you. But it's like, or we can't really draw the distinction well. But what we always say, when you meet Shatawale in person, it's sweet. But the show business aspect, sometimes way. So I feel say we should be able, because Uti Strong was say after he got to know Medikal, say say that one on fashion is serious.
He's having fun.
Meaning the persona no, or the person Medikal offering porn no, or find him on the lighter note. But if a bad show business now got any bars, I will say I quite too short money. So it's about time we draw the distinction and we the artists or the celebrities to also learn how to detach their emotions from the show business. Because some celebrities, which I wouldn't want to mention names, even more I so emotional, I say right now everything they attach emotion to it, so they don't even see where the game comes in. They use the word. The show business is like a game. In some the game comes in and with the reality of life. In some way, I say a MET. Assuming Strongman didn't realize this, or the medium, not the MDK, because shy now, I won't say MDK is easy going, you know. Because I won't say this thing will create a rift between them. I won't say, no, but I mean, personally, you know, no MDK on drain on that point, drain on that. So I also made the answer with the advice say, we should learn how to distinguish between the show business and the personas in which we deal with.
Yeah, because sometimes people combine them and they make a whole lot of mess out of that.
And also, with
iShowSpeed, yeah.
He's sending a good narrative about Africa. But I'm not chemo nyadwe.
I want to
Baby Oka say is the NGOs that goes to tell the story. But they've created a perception. Do you know the very day I saw true pictures of Harlem, I was shocked.
Harlem?
Yes.
In America?
Yes.
New York.
Yes.
Harlem.
It's say any my yao. Serious. But how many people see pictures of Harlem? Did they come out?
And who should tell that story?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Say, maybe I'm actually say they also have some things I probably may feel is negative, you know. But they don't project those things.
Why would they get?
But I'm say, no more project here there. Do you get me? Or if like when I've not been there before, but I've seen true pictures of the place. It's really
some part of the yeah.
It's really a mess. Nimampoye. I'm telling you,
it's true. You are not lying. Yeah.
But how many people know this?
But who should project that one?
And before no, they are more resource than us. Africans are now social media.
But you're the small you have to do what you want.
Do you?
And I start, you know, that's why she's advocate or admonishing say we should support him the more, and as well to so kakra like Udumaya and others no. They should also project Africa the more. That's the central portion of where narration.
Yes.
Say there is this perception out there. He's doing his part to change that perception. So we support him. If you also have a platform, use a platform to also help change that perception out there. That's all the central idea of what the lady is trying to say. So the perception has been formed there.
Yeah.
And this is Chemo say own side with I don't understand. There's a perception that has been formed because my shared German lady being interviewed say or no office and that in the aso.
A big cancer
until she visited.
Yeah, but it's on her. On the inside, you know. That's why sometimes when you think of people like that,
created, so we should change it.
Because I'm here in Ghana. I can tell you, I know much about America than some Americans. Yes, and that American or Tiho American or Juni say Chemo or Ghana Hana or New or Tiniaso. It's on him. Not on me. Or on Casamity, the Asomania me yada. Because me minim so bon.
Yes. On no
dear. Oh, and yami yada. Like I never think in that direction.
Oh, but you get to places and they use that thing to tag you and it affects you in a way.
Well, some people, yes.
It affects some people in a way. Me, so we should do our best to drive conversations to change those narratives. Just as iShowSpeed is doing. But the Maya is also doing better. And I believe the other content creators within the African sector are also doing better. So let's all try and push and change the narrative out there. That's what I'll say.
All right, quick one, Ro. We are closing. Our time is up.
Him say, funny enough, you may want to debunk what Chemo is saying, but another truth of this whole conversation is the fact that sometimes the people who also stand to benefit in our circle also take advantage of it. Let me give a wild example. One of Kapo's statements, and I'm talking about Abeku Santana, okay, when he said that one of the reasons why they will field or they will bail some of these foreign artists is to enable their conversation when they are building conversation to go and take funds and loans.
Could try and throw say now
is to create the perception, say, our money takes care of everybody.
We are for the people.
We are for the people. But technically, are we for the people? So there are some people like the NGOs that will also play on the intelligence or take advantage of whatever perception. They know that there is that perception. And they need to do otherwise to clear it. Which is why the likes of Wodemaya Dems have taken the other route of showing the best parts of Africa. But unfortunately, there are others that have also created these NGOs. And in order for them to survive, when they show the best part, Why would you give them money? You wouldn't. You only donate when they tell you, when Mr. Beast, one of the biggest content creators and YouTubers of the world, came to Africa, go and check the type of content he created.
Or where he went to.
Even when he came to Ghana, go and check. It was a very remote village where they had no water. And he has announced again that he is coming. This time he's even coming with partners to come and donate.
Meanwhile, there's somebody Ghanaian or Ghanaians leading
that
where
project.
he should go and do this.
Exactly. It will help some people. But on a larger scale, wouldn't it feed into that negative perception?
It will.
Yeah. And who is leading him to that place?
Our own people.
Who be a Diska
White.
12 years.
Calico.
One who
12 years.
who Edaya or Musima Jaru.
Exactly.
If Jerry does not come to Ghana again, if Jerry does not come to Ghana again, it's because of that building.
Later now,
Exactly.
they are giving.
And so Jaru buy no. One baby omuko see dance no sima. Wanda who? Wanda who? Or the Osu cantonment.
Of course.
Or that the best places in Ghana.
Who is giving that narrative?
What am I say?
Yeah.
Until you may want to blame them and say okay, creative perception in the space one. But shame.
It's our own people.
We also contribute to it. We fortunately have certain things that we can use to combat it, of which some of us are doing the best we can, which is even sad December DH, that December. Part of the plan to create the best perception about where we are. Sad December in GH blaster experience it is just to give that good perception about where we are. It's na yebe show the nightlife. It's na yebe show the best places. It's na yebe show the lives of Kempinski moving Pekmo to them, so that they will know that when they come, of
course.
But there are some that are also benefiting from the other side. It's just like Kempinski Krana. Obekwa kochire fa body
obi oye doctor oye ni doctorate ye friend ni doctor o me kire ye be school e kwan a ye ba out e be surviving in terms of job. One job or mention the say NGO or say wunya adwuma nya TNGO wo back campus e be kire
hona benya Tratis.
Entrepreneur or say NGO, NGO. There are a lot of problems in Ghana that we can start in the NGO. Now me NGO na say Mr. Beast ebesi mi so a. Enye fabodebe tum talk na dey
why you say tam? And in that regard, father ko Kempinski da. What did they call? That is it. That is on the side. Let me come to Medikal model. Medikal ne Strongman there. Well, for me, I am not surprised Strongman is feeling this way. Of course, in the space, there are some people that live by the minute. There are some people who also live on assumptions. There are some people who also live per their feelings. Some people live by, and you see, I find it funny when he says Medikal on funny am serious. And just on funny am serious. He lives with whatever is going on. And he moves on. There are some people who find it difficult to move on after certain conversations. You think Medikal was not pissed when he blocked the video?
He was.
But when he met the video, what happened? Yo, what's up? He's moved on.
Sharp.
Because whatever happened that time has no effect on how he is feeling now with him. That is it. But there are some people, the moment for die. The moment onu benya 3 days ago. Chairman to say thing. There are some people like that. And perhaps Strongman in his movement has come across some of those people. Until normal for him to feel say, hey, uni obi nya asem na oni ye beefa for that. Because he's seen, if not for him, he's seen others to the highest. And Shatawale and the likes are typical example. People who have higher armies even behind them to date. So from with unknown or from afar, sometimes he would find it difficult to differentiate. Is this for the game or this is just for the show? Sometimes they find it difficult. So I am glad, say at least he's also come to that realization. It comes to the experience. May I sure say Ankono Mwanye Bia, Anka he wouldn't even know. In TCC and also experiencing moving forward, he would also know how to play the game, especially when he enters into another of such nature with another person. He would know, so okay, we any say, we any sa, because bekom nipa no, Charlie Wakanya Beka, we moving on. Oh, friendly feature and poor Bayama. Oh, friendly feature and poor Bayama. Okay, see, young could now one stage some perform here. Obayama like Shatawale. O person in here beef and ne or no bet chairmanati. Ochina, o friend says Shatta, young could now stage some performing this car. Or maybe not to your paper pages good baby other. It's as simple as that. Whatever your feelings are, and father home, hey, near ufili or person will can. Nionusu fili or person reply. Or may reply. At the end of the day, let's find a way to move on. Because we can never be stuck in that day. Because tomorrow, whatever will come tomorrow is different from whatever is happening today. Whether you like it or not. So we should find a way to move on. It doesn't mean say Enra menidi whatever. It doesn't change the fact say Enra menidi whatever. And it doesn't change the fact say Enra also ye had ye me ya. It doesn't change it. Internet on this Sammy album, on this Sarkodie album, Amanfo will still go back and refer to whatever happened in the previous years. It means they are stuck in there. He is not stuck in there. He's moved on. And whatever he did or whatever he has done, can he change it? No. Can you change it? No. Dear no be ya okay, be paper say last year odidi whatever. Hey, or that form no power chel, or to form no dignity share the feeling for you to whether you are even going to forgive him if you feel he's done something wrong or not, even lies with you. Or to do from no intention now some fan channel crash still. So what do you want him to do? To still keep on? Oh, me patchon. No, to still keep on crying. No, he has to move on, and we're moving on. So for me, I like the fact that Strongman has come to that realization. Say, okay, this is how the game is played. There are some people who live by the minute. There are some people who are just having fun. There are some people who are just catching cruise. So know that, or know how you study that, so you don't burn certain bridges. Because there are certain people that they had some one or two beef with anka and if they are not stuck in those days, and they will be breaking bread with those people. I benefit you.
Sharp.
But the beef, sir. Came and Omwaka beef anymore. But meanwhile, the world has moved on. Even the listeners that enjoyed those moments, we move on. But unfortunately, what Kasa system nima and until honest Sammy flex and trim because 1947 only ninya beef. Inti waka. So for me, I am glad say Strongman has seen this about Medikal. The game is the game. The job is the job. If you don't get stuck in the moment. Make sure you move on. And you should be able to let some of these things go. Provided it is not affecting your career. It is not, your friend said, reducing your income. It is not having any effect on your career. Letting it go will not do anything to you. You be do what time 1 week. Even within that 1 week, when your savings and loans be bejo or timeline as well,
you are gone.
You are far gone. It would all hard say.
Oh yeah, sapon saying. Well, on this note, tomorrow we will be discussing Stoneboy. I hear finally. He's landed in Morocco. He's built to perform at a free entry show.
Yeah.
We will be as a fun for fun ID and match ticket holders. Okay. We will be discussing this. So Stonebwoy is performing alongside the African giant Bernard Boy, and we also have Stormy as well as Jaylan. They are the people who will be performing at the AFCON Last Dance, a celebration of African sound and football. It says we sound different at the Sosi Fan Zone at Rabat, Friday 16th January 2026, and it is from 8 p.m. Local time. That is 20 GMT local time. That is what will be happening. So tomorrow we will discuss this as well. So
I have a message for Sammy Flex.
Is that
no free show?
It is a free show.
I have a message for Sammy Flex.
And a Stonebwoy
for me. A message for me.
For Sammy Flex TV admin.
What's the message?
From Young Barrister. He says, I am hypersensitive, so allow me to say Onyeso to Sammy Flex TV. If it be easy, do
okay.
So admin Osempa.
Okay.
No free show. Reply I said no free show.
What's it?
Man said no.
That send me message, so the admin should go and write.
Yeah, the admin just reply and say no free show. Don't say much. Just say no.
I love this game. Oh my world, guys! Thank you so much. Better be late than never. Oh, tell me, I'm already YouTube comments.
Really,
my already on me because I'm a factual bro for na Sammy Flex. So, bana one kind you have not been fair to them. Well, so Bogabo TV, Bogabo TV. Okay, let me start from the top.
From the top.
Where Kweku Wanzi says hello. Joyce Kwachi says good evening to you all. And Kachi says, we're back again to another edition of Infotainment, glued to my phone with a bit of adrenaline. Bibi Abefa, Minuya. Now, Frederick Apia says, good evening, everyone. And Kachi says, we need like 10 of Ebonoa because Ghanaians, they like superstition and them too much. We love to go to heaven, but none of us want to die. And Kachi, for mankind to come to realization that man is God and God is man. Now, so these acclaimed superpowers will play Ludo with our minds. Glorious Amma. And Kachi, you are right on this. Man be God and God be man. Facts.
What?
Joyce Kwachi says, Ebonoa was just doing the content, but some of the Ghanaian believe everything he said, and many were selling their property. Kwame Nai says, people in position always abuse power. And Kachi, Glorious Amma, our minds have been tuned to believe there is a man with white beard like Sammy Flex's own hanging up in the skies wanting to help religious people. Charlie, we got to be whipped out of our deep sleep. Glorious Amma says, Ankachi, some Ghanaians, not all, LOL. Ankachi says, we can sit a boat down and coach him to create his content well, devoid of falsehood. Those boats he created can be something to revamp our fishing industry, but Ghana, we day. Joyce Kwachi says, please, Brother Sammy, where is Bright? Bright was here yesterday, but I'm sure tomorrow he'll be coming through as well. Now, Nkachi says, from beginning, they could have cautioned him, but you waited all this time just to be seen as doing something, Charlie. Glorious Amma says, salvation is individual thing, but if you love yourself and others, you would want your loved ones to be saved as well. Nkachi, Sak can only do it out of benevolence. No one can force Sak to do what he's not ready to do.
Yeah,
says, Sammy, this lady is actually on drugs. Joshua Jan says, you guys haven't seen anything yet. This is just the beginning. Still, Nigeria must go. Nigeria must go away. And Kachi says, Speaker of Parliament and his likes are just being themselves. Gen Zs and Gen Alphas no get anything in common. Tetesem noir. Now, Zarif Bukari says, even that ball was a clear penalty. Now, Bobo TV says, Tenny is not funny. She should focus on music. Comedy doesn't suit her. And Kaji said, derive ecstasy through tourism yearly. That is dirty and says YOLO. And Kaji says, dirty December with generators. They should fix their light first. Moonlight says, Chemo, I truly admire your mental state, pan, so solid. It says, Roland is speaking facts. The reality is difficult to accept, but that's the truth. And Kachi says, negative and positive creates light. Obroni, they show negative. Bibini, they show positive. We move. Gideon says, both of your shades are serious. Which shades are you talking about, bro? Shades. Oh, but shades, they be annoying.
Spectacles. Having a Gideon and notice.
Okay, so on Facebook, let me see who is here. Kweku Africa says Ekosu gidi. Now Steven says who is that guy? Hey, and also free. Now Nakab says, why insult? Nakab says, born FIPA, echoes of the ghetto. iShowSpeed Junior is also insulting a certain Sammy Flex.
iShowSpeed Junior.
Yes.
Okay.
Sololam says they should F off. The referee did well. Nobody has ever had 100% in refereeing. They lost the game. The very moment they started claiming about the Ghanaian referee, when they talk about the yellow, talk about the purple in Shatta Wale's voice. There was a handball against Nigeria. The same referee disallowed it. Why didn't they complain about that incident as well? Now, Henry Douglas says, serious, so this country, Bra Energy is giving some people energy. Says Bra Energy says, I greet you, boss. Energy. I see you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are late. Tomorrow, we'll be here to wrap up the week. Special thank you to Dr. Cliff, Intimdo Solomon Chemo, to Roland Amate, and to the producers of the show, Theophilus de Gos, Desert, Sammy Tuga, and Gerald. Subscribe to us, but we still want to read some of your comments, even after watching the not so live show. We want to read your comments, so feel free and drop them as well. Next week, we have confirmed some SM series for Hot Wave. So you guys should tell them cool. Or it could even be tomorrow. The way it is, it could be tomorrow, or you dole next week. So you guys keep your devices set. Who knows? You may be lucky and you get one phone for free from here as well. I may buy some and dash at you. You know what I mean? So yes, keep your focus right here on Sammy Flex TV. Until then, ta-ta. Good night.
Use it for 12 hours. 12 hours in minutes is 720 minutes. All the money you make is yours, commission free. I thank you guys.